outside Brizo, Tamo Mountains, Tukayyid, Free Russell Hug Republic, 16 May 3052.
With a brilliant flash, the laser bolt struck the trunk of the large oak, superheating the moisture in the tree as it burned its way through. Within seconds, the abused wood exploded, spewing pulp, bark, and leaf-laden branches in a wide arc. Smiling, Demetria powered down her ice ferret. She'd had enough target practice for the moment. She had been crushed when the techs had informed her that they could not repair the damage to her mist links in time for the next wolf offensive, until Star Commander Felon had found her the ferret in near-perfect condition. Some mech warriors felt superstitious about piloting a mech whose last pilot's body was barely cold, but Demetria jumped at the chance. Now she had a real mech. She could not wait to get at the comm guards now.
Tamo Bunker, Mount Klein, Tamo Mountains, Boreal Continent, Tukayyid, 16 May 3052. The Precentor Marshall watched as the 13th Wolf Guards fell on the 282nd Division's Alpha Battalion. Gamma Company, caught between Felon's Star and the newly arrived reinforcements, faced a choice of running through a gauntlet to rejoin the rest of Alpha Battalion as it pushed on through where the canyon started running west, or else find another way out. He smiled as Acolyte Durkovic started his people heading up through the gap Felon had used to ambush the troops. Good. Durkovic, good. You will force them to hunt you down. Focht keyed his line to Hetik. How far is the rest of the 2nd 82nd?
ETA 1 minute. The Outriders are picking up clan activity.
From his vantage point, the Precentor Marshal looked up the slope at Natasha Kerensky and her cluster. His image of her mech vanished in a microsecond of static, and then reformed, shifting slightly to the left as the computer shifted to the data feed from a mech that still existed. On his right, he saw the smoking ruin of a thug. All around him, Alpha Battalion broke and started to run. Though a veteran of 100 battles, Focht still felt his stomach twist into knots as the clan forces descended into the valley. He knew retreat was the only possible way to survive, and he hoped the retreat would drag Natasha's troops blindly on to where the rest of the 2nd 82nd could turn the tables back on them. Still, given that the 2nd 82nd was composed totally of green troops, he expected the 13th Wolf Guards to smash through them. Damn this storm. I can't put air up. Hetik, can we shift the 97247th 7th artillery assets to this fight?
Yes, sir. The range is at the edge of their capabilities, but they can drop something in.
Excellent. So the 2nd 82nd Alpha Battalion's line of retreat with clusters. Do it now.
Artillery allocated.
Precentor Susan Litto accepted the printout, then punched the open channel button on her intercom system.
Sector 91-534. 4 volleys of clusters, all batteries. Make the trajectory high because we have a mountain to go over.
Got it, she heard Gunner Bob Rule drawl. We have friendlies in that sector?
These will take 30 seconds to get there. My guess is, one way or another, by the time they get there, the answer will be no.
When the artillery barrage hit, the Precentor Marshal saw that all but one lance of the 2nd 82nd Alpha had cleared Sector 91534. The artillery shells opened above the valley and distributed a liberal supply of fist-sized submunitions. As the little bomblets tumbled through the air, a plastic casing kept the titanium ball bearings studding the high explosives in place. Already primed, the bomblets exploded on impact. Most went off when they hit the ground. Many went off when they hit a charging clan Madcat dead on its nose. For 1 second it looked as if the Omnimech had run full force into a wall of fire. Smoking, armor scales dropping like feathers from a wounded bird, the mech stumbled forward, then pitched over onto its face. The second volley shrouded the mech with a blazing cloak and lifted it into the air. When the smoke cleared, the Precentor Marshal saw a twisted, glowing hulk where he had last seen the Madcat. The next 2 volleys failed to catch anyone, but did force the Wolf Guards to pull back. Quickly typing on a phantom keyboard, Focht shifted his view from Alpha Battalion's rear guard to its lead element. We should be linking up with the rest of the division just about now. As the wyvern supplying the Precentor Marshall with video feed came around the canyon turn, he saw clan mechs pouring through a gap and blasting straight through the rest of the 2nd 82nd Division. Like knights of ages past, the sheer weight of the clan charge bore into it and beyond the Comstar lines. Mechs went down, bowled over, to be crushed beneath the feet of enemy and comrades alike. Silhouetted higher up on the canyon wall, other clan mechs supported the charge with murderous laser and LRM fire. One Omni-Mech, a monstrously huge gladiator, attracted Focht's immediate attention. Typing furiously, he made the computer magnify it and clarify the image. In the backlight of a ruby energy burst, he saw the clan's wolf head crest and 5 stars emblazoned below it. 5 stars. That mech belongs to a Khan. Natasha is behind them. Is this Ulrich? Before he could paint the gladiator with a computer tag and relay it onto the troops, a Comstar Highlander trotted up behind the wyvern and thrust its right arm at the gladiator. The clan mech began a slow turn towards the new arrivals. In a burst of argon energy, the Highlander's underslung Gauss rifle sent a silver ball sizzling out. The gladiator's head came around just as the ball hit it in the right cheek. Fractured armor cascaded down the mech's face, reducing it to a skeletal death's head. The cockpit viewport shattered and blew out, then the ball tore an exit wound out through the back of the head. The gladiator waved for a second, then toppled forward. It slowly rotated as it fell and landed on its head. The mech's heavy bulk crushed the head and shoulders when it slammed into the ground. Even if the pilot had miraculously survived the Gauss rifle shot, the fall would have killed him. Somehow, the Precentor Marshal knew the troops under his command understood the significance of that one mech's death. With a soulless abandon he would have expected from clan troops, the remnants of Alpha Battalion charged forward and hit the clan flank. Their attack clearly shocked the clans and began to throw them into disarray. Yet, as quickly as his emotions spiked to a high, they shot back down again as he saw the silhouettes of the wolf spiders coming through the valley. Just as he began to designate the Black Widow's mech with a computer label, his video feed went to static and continued to fill his world with grey as the computer sought in vain to cure his blindness.